channel. I am Abhinay and I have came up with a new video today. So the topic of today's video is, as you can see, the derivation of the mass energy equivalence, that is E equals mc square, which is the world's most famous equation, which was formulated by Einstein in 1905, which is also known as the miracle year in physics. So let's come to the topic. So I will be deriving that this particular equation, that how Einstein reached to that equation, how Einstein came to that equation. So friends, let us start the topic. So first of all, friends, I would like to tell that according to Einstein's theory of relativity, if any mass moves with a particular velocity, then its mass increases. According to Einstein, any body with any mass, if that body moves with a certain velocity, then that at that time its mass increases. But we can't see the increase in the mass because that increase is not that significant, that large. But if we travel that if we move that body at very higher speeds, like closer to the speed of light, then the effect would be very dramatic. Then the effect would be very dramatic, and the size and the increase in size would be very dramatic and would be very large. So firstly, I would like to tell that I have told that when any body of mass m moves with a velocity, particular velocity, its mass increases according to Einstein's relativity. It is proved. Okay. So now let's come to the mathematical formula. Okay. So see, suppose there is a body of mass m. Okay, and it is moving with velocity v. Okay, so here is a body of mass m and it is moving with velocity v. So therefore it will have some momentum. So the momentum equals mass times the velocity. Okay, and momentum and velocity both are vector quantities. Okay, so momentum equals mass times the velocity. Okay, now we just say that a force is applied to this body. Okay, a force is applied to this body F at a particular instant. So what will happen, that this body would accelerate, its velocity will change, and it will do some kind of work. Okay, so means that this force will change the velocity of the body, and if we consider a small displacement ds, for example a small displacement ds of the body, then the work done would be f dot ds. The work done due to f would be f dot ds, that is the dot product of f and ds. So the work done would be f dot ds, but the work done would be very small, therefore it will be dw. Okay, so let us differentiate. But we know that f that is force, according to Newton's second law of motion, force is equals to dp by dt. Therefore f is equals to dp by dt. Now here we can write it as d mv vector by dt, as p is equals to mv. Okay, but as I have already said that when the object is moving, that means it has velocity, and it is accelerating, that is its velocity is constantly changing, therefore its mass will also be variable. In classical physics, when we used to see in Newtonian mechanics, that when we used to see that the mass is constant, but in modern physics, in Einstein's modern physics, mass is also variable, as the velocity is constantly changing due to constant force. Therefore m and v both are variables. Therefore we will apply the product rule here. So it is equal to m dv by dt plus v dm by dt. Now this is the equation for force. Okay, equal to force. Okay, now let us substitute this value in this equation. This is equation first. So let us substitute this value in 1. So what would be that dW is equals to m dV by dt plus v dm by dt dot ds. Okay, this will be work by substituting 2 in 1. So now see this small work. Now whenever a work is done on any object by moving it, so that work gets stored in the kinetic energy of the object. Therefore when the dW work is done on the object, so due to this dW work would be changing into the kinetic energy of the object. That is, the change in kinetic energy due to dW work will be dk. Let us say it is dk. Okay, so it is change in kinetic energy. So let us bring this ds inside it. So we get to know that dv into ds by dt, we can write this way, plus v dm ds by dt. Okay friends, so this is dk. Now dk is equals to m. Now we know that ds by dt is velocity, so it would be v dv plus v. Now here also it will be velocity, so here will be v and this will be v square dm. Okay, so this is dk is equals to mv dv plus v square dm. Okay, so we can say that this will be third equation. Okay, so this is the third equation. Now let us come to the relativistic mass concept. So what we can see that, according to Einstein's theory of relativity, when an object moves with a particular velocity, its mass increases. Therefore the rest mass, we can say that the increase in mass can be given by the equation m is equals to m0 by under root of 1 minus v square by c square. That is, this formula actually comes from theory of relativity, where m0 is the rest mass. Okay, rest mass, that is when the object is at rest, so at that time its mass is called as rest mass. And this m is the mass when the object is moving with the velocity of v. M is that mass. Okay, so what we can do, we just square both the sides, squaring both sides. Okay, it comes that m square is equals to, or we can say that m square is equals to m0 square by 1 minus v square by c square. Now let us bring this value to here, implies m square c square minus v square is equals to m0 square c square. Okay, so friends, this is the value, so we can write it as m square c square minus m square v square, okay, is equals to m0 square c square. Now see, the rest mass would be constant, because when the body is at rest, so the rest mass would be constant, and c means the speed of light in vacuum, so it is also constant. So let us differentiate this equation. Okay, so on differentiate, we get that 2m dm c square minus here we have to apply the product rule, as mass and velocity both are variable. So by applying product rule, it would be 2m dm 2m dm v square plus it would be 2v dv m square dv m square. Okay, so which would be 2m dm c square minus 2m dm v square and on differentiating this side would become 0. Okay, because it is constant, so this side will become 0. So it would be somewhat or we can say that here it would be 2v dv m square equal to 0. So let us cancel out 2m from all the sides. Okay, so 2m and 2m. Okay, so what will come to know that c square dm is equal to 2 dm v square dm v square plus v dv m square Now see, dm v square plus v dv m plus v dv m, sorry, not m square, we have cancelled it, m. Now this equation is similar to the equation number 3. See my friends, this dk is equals to mv dv plus v square dm is equal to dk, and here also dm v square plus v dv m. So let us consider it as fourth equation, and 3 is equals to 4, which implies that dk is equals to c square dm. Dk is equals to c square dm. Okay, so in this way dk is equals to c square dm. So let us integrate both the sides. On integrating the dk from 0 to k, that is when the object was at rest, so kinetic energy was 0, and when it has attained the particular velocity v, the kinetic energy is k, or we can say that equals to c square integral of dm. So it would be that when the kinetic energy was 0, at that time the mass was rest mass, and at k, that is at a particular velocity, the mass would be m. Okay, so it would imply k is equals to c square m minus m0. Now see friends, this is the most important thing. M minus m0 indicates the increment in the mass when the object is moving at the velocity v. See, the m minus m0, it is the increment in mass due to the moving of the object with a particular velocity. So this indicates one thing, that the object, when it is at rest also, then also it has some energy. I am not talking about potential energy, don't get confused. If suppose that object is at space where there is no gravitational field or anything else, so at that time also that mass would have some energy. That means the rest mass would have some energy. So what would be that rest mass energy? That rest mass energy is equals to m0 c square. Okay, it would be the rest mass energy. Now let us come to total energy of the object. So total energy of the object would be what? It would be the kinetic energy of the object, as here, plus the rest mass energy of the object, because the total energy of the moving object would be kinetic energy plus the rest mass energy. So it is equal to c square m minus m0 plus m0 c square is equal to mc square minus m0 c square plus m0 c square. So in this way they get cut, and in this way we arrive at the equation E is equals to mc square, the final equation. The equation which changed the way we look at the world. It was a monumental equation and it changed our world, the world view monumentally. So it is the, so this is the derivation of equation. Okay, so we can also say that it implies that what we can say that E by c square is equal to m. We can also say that. So this implies that whenever the energy is given to the object, its mass will increase. This equation actually implies that whenever some energy is given to the object, its mass will increase, as it is proved from this equation, as it is indicated by this equation. Now that energy could be any energy. It would be either okay. So friends, so that energy could be any energy. That is, the energy can be kinetic energy, potential energy, light energy, or electrical energy, or heat energy. But whenever we supply some energy to any object, then its mass increases. We does not notice the increment in the mass because it's not that significant. It requires a very lot amount of energy to be given to the object so that the effect is dramatic. That means we can see the effect. So it requires very large amount of energy. But according to this equation, whenever energy is given to the object, its mass increases. Okay. So this was the derivation. Okay, friends. So hope you understood this derivation and the topic, and I hope that you understood all my topics and this derivation also. So with this I end my video, and at last I would like to tell you that if you want me to make a video on any particular topic which you might think, so please mention that topic in the comment box below, so that if that topic will get much likes, then I would be definitely making the video over it. Okay, friends. So hope you understood it, and at last, please subscribe. Please give a view to this video. Like it and subscribe the channel if you are not subscribed yet, and also tell your friends and family members to at least give a view, and like it, and also share the video, and also to subscribe the channel if they are not subscribed. Thank you very much.